Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl JoJo, and I'm here with the review for Put a Ring on It. Um, YouTube is playing games with me today. I uploaded Ready to Love almost an hour ago, and it's still processing. I don't know what is going on. That happened to me last week too, so hopefully I'll get it figured out. All right, but let's talk about what happened on Put a Ring on It. They are all talking to Dr. Nicole. It's all about boundaries and respecting the process, all of that again. Um, Shay and Michael are both going to go on dates with the people they've been going on dates with. Um, Shay recognizes that she did have I guess a little bit of a, I guess a little bit of a double standard when it came to her date versus Michael's date. So she said that she is going to let down the boundaries. All right, they're gonna release the boundaries and see what happens. And Dr. Nicole says you'll be surprised what happens when you let boundaries down with the person. And I'm just looking at Dr. Nicole like, what? I don't like. I'm watching, but I really do not like this process. I really don't. And I feel like Dr. Nicole is in the back laughing with the rest of the producers like, child, they believe me. They believe me. They think this is going to help their relationship. I just don't, I don't know. Whatever. We are watching it, right? So they're gonna go on their other dates. Whitney and Michael are gonna go out, and Shay is going to go out with Rick yet again because she feels like there's more she wants to know about him. Hollywood says that before he really didn't want to hurt his girl and he wasn't really trying to get with anybody in the process, but now he's going to be more open to the idea, and everybody's rooting him on and encouraging him, including his own woman. This is why I'm confused. Y'all done tried to help me. Some of y'all in the comments done tried to help me understand, and I appreciate it. Maybe it's just not, let's talk. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. So Hollywood goes out, I think, with the same girl again, and Ashley's going on another date. Ashley's going on another date with Kwame. Let's see, y'all called her Gabby. Tamika is going to go on a date again with Devin. She wants to see if there's something more there. And Vince is not going to go on another date with the other girl. He's not going to do it anymore. So that's everybody's date situation. So when Hollywood goes out on his date, I thought the date was cool. But again, Hollywood is just not wanting to do it like that with anybody. He's not really trying to see what's happening. He's not really trying to see what's popping. And although they had a lot of fun on their date and a lot of laughs, and baby girl got the funniest laugh I ever heard. It was just like, I was just like, oh, girl, you just go laugh your way through, huh? He lets her know at the end of the day that even if him and Ashley were to break up, even if they weren't to have anything else, he still wouldn't be ready to be in a committed relationship with anybody. He would just want to be with somebody he could have fun with and have sex. I said, way to keep it 100 Hollywood. I like honesty like that. That way you don't take my choice away from me. And I can do what I want to do. And that's when, was her name Tamika? Her name was Shantae. I don't know why I called her Tamika. Shantae says that although she's had fun with Hollywood and she appreciates his honesty, she won't be seeing him anymore because that's not what she wants. And that's good. I just like the fact that he kept it real. She had a choice, okay? Don't take my choice away from me. Just be real with me. But he said that that's kind of where he was with it. We move on. Let's go to okay. All right. I'm sorry. Let's go to Devin and Tamika. I'm not laughing. Oh, nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong, but when Devin showed up for the date and they did him walking in, he had his shirt a little bit unbuttoned and I couldn't tell. I don't know if Devin, is he a big dude or is he just like stocky? I can't really tell, but anyway, he came in and he had the shirt a little bit unbuttoned, and I was just like, the Rose I knew said I met him once or twice before. Was a pretty sweet thing, not the least bit insecure. Cause a rose, hey, is still a rose. Y'all better go look that up. That's Queen Aretha. Baby girl, You're still a flower, baby boy. In the case of Devin, you're still a flower. He had on his rose shirt, and Tamika was feeling it. And I was, hey, go and get your fashions on if that's how you gonna do it on the put a ring on the show. I ain't mad. I ain't mad, but y'all go look that song up for those of y'all who don't know it. Some of y'all might be a little bit younger. That came out when I was a little girl. Okay, my niece's name is Rose, so I sing it to her all the time. Um, but yeah, that song came out before she was even thought about. But Aretha did that. Go and get your fashions on if that's how you gonna do it on the put a ring on the show. I ain't mad. I ain't mad, but y'all go look that song up for those of y'all who don't know it. Some of y'all might be a little bit younger. That came out when I was a little girl. Okay, my niece's name is Rose, so I sing it to her all the time. Um, but yeah, that song came out before she was even thought about. But Aretha did that. Okay, she did that. Let me get on task. I'm sorry, y'all. So Devin and his rose shirt, they sit down with he sits down with Tamika. They have a good conversation. Tamika likes his energy. She said it 100 times. And she had the most perfect twist out I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, her hair is so freaking beautiful. But they have a good date. And she's liking Devin, and he's talking about her eyes and the way the light hit it. I said, come on, gang. Yeah, they seem to get along. They're both creatives, and he wants to encourage more of her creative expression, painting, and what else she into? I forgot, but I know painting was one of them. And he wants to encourage that in her. You know, go ahead, let that out. Let people see what you do and all of that. You know, we love it when the creatives get together because y'all understand each other. The rest of us be at work like we don't understand why y'all won't just, get a regular job. So good. We like that. What else happening today? That's all I got. So it was a good date. It was nice. Then we have the ladies meet up together. Oh, let me talk about Ashley and Kwame. Ashley, baby, you in danger, girl. You in danger, girl. Let's talk about this little meetup that you had with the girls, and then we're gonna get to the date. She meet up with the girls because, like they say, they sit down and they can meet up with each other because they can relate to each other. I said, I bet, because it ain't no other friend that you can call or meet up with for drinks and talk about this here that y'all are going through, because all y'all friends gonna be looking at y'all like, what? So yeah, this is probably for the best. So they meet up, and I'll start with Shay. Shay says that this whole process has been a lot for her. She's definitely recognizing some things with her relationship as well as herself. But she is very much drawn to Rick. She seems to like Rick a lot. I'm going to talk about their date too. She also says that it's creating like some type of sexual energy with the two of them. Like it's creating a lot of, I guess, passion in her household where they doing it all the time. They want to do it before the date. They want to do it after the date. And I was just like, Tyler J made a good point in the comments. Is it the sexual frustration that Mike is experiencing from not being able to have sex with Winter, and then he comes home and he brings that towards you? And then are you also experiencing some sexual tension from not having sex with Rick? Like, it's just, while it's a good thing, it could be bringing y'all closer together. You also got to consider the other part. Like, what if y'all just both are frustrated that you can't have the other person, so you have sex with each other? It's very much he's mine. You may have had him once, but I got it all the time. You know that line? She might be doing you, but she's thinking about me. See, I ain't understood that line until I got older, and I was just like, but that's not a good thing, though, right? Oh, no. She might be doing you. He might be doing you, but he's thinking about me. Yeah, I don't think I want that. But okay. Now, Ashley, interestingly enough, says it's doing the opposite in her household. She ain't getting no extra, smush and all of that. And that's probably because Hollywood isn't feeling that kind of sexual angst with these other women. So he doesn't come home and possibly feel that with you. Or he could just be mad. He could also just be mad, which I think has more to do with it. But it ain't happening for her like that over there at her household. Ashley says that when it comes to her and Kwame, she feels like Kwame is tugging at her soul. My soul is pulling towards him. I said, baby, when you get to talking about souls now. Ashley, I don't know, baby. You might be doing the most now. We gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. Then we move to Tamika. And I appreciated Shay this episode because she asked a question that we've been wondering. Is it something else going on? Because just based on your behavior, it seems like it's something more than just y'all's situation that happened with the text messages and the other girl when y'all first got together and y'all was kind of transitioning. Is there more? Yes, there's more. I said thank you, Shay, because we was confused. This girl was crying all the time. This girl seemed very upset. It just seemed like there was more to the story, and there was a little bit more to the story. So she says that there's been some things in his phone. There's also been a situation where he was walking out of his house with another girl. When she goes out of town for work, his phone battery is magically dead and it don't work and all this other stuff. So there's just been some things that have caused her to question the nature of his loyalty towards her. And that is why they are where they are now. It's a trust situation. And that makes more sense because I was like, this can't be from, it can't just stem from the beginning where she found those text messages and it was like in the early stages of their relationship, like a rough transition, like Judge Toler always says. I just knew it had to be a little bit more, and there is a little bit more involved, and they're gonna get on that some more too. Okay, so after the ladies meet with each other and we hear where everybody stands, when Shay goes out on her date with Rick and lets Rick know that her and Mike decided to let down the boundaries, Rick he was glad about that. Okay, Rick was just like, I figured he probably would have had a problem with me picking you up, but if you've let down the boundaries, then I should be able to get, I should be able to get what I want. I was just like, well, Rick, what you want though? So he said he wanted a kiss and he wanted to hold her hand, like let's get close. Shoot, I mean, y'all on y'all what? This the third date. Now listen, maybe this is why I don't understand the process. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm just taking full accountability for myself and who I am deep down on the inside. I couldn't do no experiment like this. I can't. I'm not. I ain't gonna say I'm not in control of myself, but that wouldn't work for me. When I start feeling like attraction towards you and drawn towards you, you can't have me going out on dates with other people, getting close to other people, talking to other people. I like other people. Other people done offered to get me a nanny. If I got some children and they bow-legged and they look good and they picking me up, like, I mean, what? Wouldn't work for me. Wouldn't work for me. But this ain't me we talking about. This them. So, yeah, she lets Rick know what's up, and Rick says since the boundaries is down, the boundaries is down. And I want what I want. So then we move to Michael. Michael goes on another date with Whitney, and long story short, he breaks it off with Whitney. He says he thinks they're going to just be better as friends because he wants to really see what's popping with Shay. He really wants to see what him and Shay have, and he feels like he can't do that with Whitney around. And also, it's not fair to Whitney, too. So he's going to have to let Whitney go. They're just going to be friends. And Whitney is cool with that. She took it really, really well. Not that she had a choice because she also agreed to engage in this process. So that was cool. But Michael just wants to see where it's all going to go with Shay. All right? So I wasn't expecting that. So that was interesting. Let's go to, I think that was it. No. So there's a one-on-one that happens with Shay and Dr. Nicole. It was a good one-on-one. I have to say, as annoyed that I have been with Shay at times, I feel like Shay had a lot of self-awareness this episode where she's recognizing that she does have a tendency to use some of the double standards. She even said at one point when she was talking to Rick, sometimes her and Michael kind of do a tit for tat type of thing, and it scares her how far that tit for tat could go. When she's talking to Dr. Nicole about the situation with Zion, she says that maybe she didn't get too close to him because she did have her guards up and her walls up around getting too close to Zion because she said before that she separated the fact that Michael had this, like she just thought it could be separate. She thought that she could be with Michael and his child would be just like over here and they could live their lives, and then Michael had his life with his son. But Dr. Nicole is the one who had to help her realize that when you accept Michael, you also accept his child because his child is a part of him. She says that she has to accept all of Michael, and she recognizes that, which also includes Zion. and feels like she may have kept her guards up with even getting closer to him as well, and maybe he could have possibly felt that, the child. So Shay has decided that she is going to let her guards down when it comes to that, and that she has changed her mind for the most part, sounds like, about Zion living there, and that it's gonna, she's gonna be accepting of it. I got a problem with that, and I'm not trying to come down hard on people with children or anything like that, because I date people with children, and even I know that you do have your reservations when you're dating people with children about getting too close, because if the relationship doesn't work out, you don't want to, you don't want to be missing this child, and B, you don't know if that child is going to be feeling some type of way towards you. So there's that plagues the back of your mind. I've had those thoughts too. But with Shay, it's a little bit different, because I truly feel like Shay either A, doesn't want children at all, or B, only wants children that she has with the other person. And she is well within her rights. I get all of that. I really do. If she wants to be a first-time parent with another first-time parent, I totally get that. But she is dating somebody with a child. So my issue with Shay has never been that she should just want Zion to move in with the two of them. That wasn't really my hang up. My hang up was the fact that she thought she could separate her relationship with Michael from Michael being a father to his son. Like, she thought that would never coincide even if they got married. And that's why I always said that Shay probably shouldn't be dating somebody with a child if she has those kind of thoughts. It seems like she's becoming self-aware and realizing that she can't think like that, but I do not believe that the solution to her thinking, to her changing her thinking about that, is living with Michael and his son. And the reason why I say that is because Shay wants to get married. Michael has clearly stated that he does not want to get married. He wants a long-term girlfriend. And so if Zion moves in, if they start to form a family, what's to stop Michael from continuing to delay this marriage, because he's already getting everything that he wants? And so what I would rather Shay do and Michael do is, if they are not on the same page at all about this, go their separate ways. And I also find it interesting that Michael would stay with somebody so long who had these feelings about his child, right? Like, it's strange. It's just strange. And I think they need to have a serious conversation, a very serious conversation about this before the child moves in, and decide, do they want the same future? Because Shay, if you let it happen, and Michael continues to be comfortable and Zion's comfortable, the only person who's going to be uncomfortable is you. And you can't get mad if you allow it. So if it's not what you want, and if the future is not looking the same, I just think they would be better off parting ways. That's just me. That's just my opinion. It's my opinion. And it has nothing to do with me thinking that Shay should automatically accept his child and let him move in. No, she should accept his child as just a part of dating him, period, even if they didn't live together. But if she continues to get allow, I just think she's going to be unhappier and unhappier if she's not going to get the end game. So y'all need to line that up first. And if not, then y'all just go your separate ways. Okay, so what else happened? Is that it? So when they meet all together, Shay, again, she was self-aware again. She says that she could be a little selfish, and honey, Dr. Nicole started up a celebration. I would have been offended, but it was the real. She said, I've said that before. I said, no, girl, I don't think you ever said that. We would have caught it. But she said that she knows she could be a little selfish. She's trying to make some changes. She's trying to make the changes she needs to do to make their relationship better. Michael has said that he wasn't going to go back out with Whitney because he really wanted to work on his relationship with Shay and their future together as a family, and make sure we're on the same. I said, yeah, make sure y'all are on the same page. Like, this is all nice and well that y'all are making these changes, but make sure y'all want the same thing for the future now. Don't waste each other's time any more than you already have. Hollywood says that I just think Hollywood is over it. I don't think he's feeling the process anymore. Ashley and Kwame, that soul pulling. And even when they went on their date, I didn't even mention the date. They were looking into each other's eyes, and Kwame wants more. You know, he wants more of Ashley. And Ashley, she got that look like, oh boy, like I done messed up a little bit, you know, while she's on a date with him, because she is drawn to him. She's very attracted. They seem to connect even on some type of emotional level. So it's just like, whoo, I don't know, y'all. But Hollywood's over it. He said he ain't really trying to do all of that. You know, he let old girl know the real of what he would want. He's not trying to get into another relationship with nobody. He wants his girl, and he's trying to let the process play out, but he just really not feeling it. I think Hollywood is over it, and Ashley's still trying to get what she can get out of the process. I'm not really sure about how that's going to play out with the two of them. I also thought it was interesting during her date with Kwame that she said she does want children, but she wants it in order. That's not the part I found interesting. I'm fine with that. But she says she's not in a rush. Now, how old is Ashley? And I ain't saying you can't do it. I'm just saying that I think time might be of the essence. I don't know. Somebody let me know exactly. I don't know for sure. I thought she was 38, but that might be the other girl that's 38 and not her, the one that left. But yeah, Hollywood's over it. Ashley still wants to keep doing the process. So we're going to see what happens with that. Vince and Tamika, what in the world? Tamika says her date went really good. They were connected. He encouraged her, and Vince is saying he cool with it, but Dr. Nicole said your body language is saying no. And Vince said, well, I just feel like whatever she's talking about is something that I do too. I encourage her, and I uplift her to do what she does and do her artwork. I do all of that too. And these two end up having an argument when Dr. Nicole is just asking him, what is that I'm seeing? Because your body language is telling on you. And Vince just seems to be all just kind of frustrated. Like he says that he feels like when it comes to even the process, when it comes to anything involving a woman, Tamika gets upset, Tamika gets insecure, and he just like, I don't know what that is. That's all her. Tamika said, no, BS. It's not all me. Okay, because just like situations that have happened before, anytime that you bring up somebody, I am curious. Okay, I do want to know. I've always been inquisitive like that. And you assume that I'm going to get jealous. But if I am going to get jealous, it's because of the things that have happened in the past. And it's been more than one thing. It's not just that one thing that you keep harping on. So she brings up the girl who was supposedly the roommate's friend that Vince was walking to the elevator. And Vince was like, you didn't see me walking to the elevator. She was like, yes, I did. That's how I saw you. Because I saw you walking her to the elevator. He was saying that she snuck to the house. She said, no, I didn't sneak. I came by there when I got off the plane. Because ladies, y'all know how we do. I came by there when I got off the plane because all of a sudden your phone dead. Just like any other time. I don't know if these two need to be together. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Tamika and Vince, because Vince, brother, I don't want to call you no cheater. I don't want to call you no liar, but I'm going to just say it didn't look good. It didn't look good, and I wouldn't be surprised if you might have something going on, because you kind of put it all off like, I'm not doing nothing. I don't know why she worried, when it might be a little bit of stuff that you actually were doing, and you explained it away. He was like, you never saw her again. You never heard about her again. It don't matter if I never saw her again. What was you doing taking her to the elevator? That's it, y'all, though. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all for the next one. Bye.